Hey guys, we are finally back after 10 months, and I just want to say thank you for waiting for so long. I know I haven't made a video in a while, but hey, video is going to be way better than my older videos. I got a new computer and all that stuff, but anyways, let's just get started, and I'm going to be talking about the new control rework. So this new update has a lot to offer, like the new control rework, the control daggers, and everything else, and I will be including everything that's in the new update. Also new leaks, new everything, new islands, new rework islands, and all that stuff. So basically, let's get started. Okay guys, so for the control rework, it's actually looking pretty good right now. There's no flaws that I really see, and there's like all the things are good for it, like the benefits and everything. Like walking on water, yes, you can walk on water with the control, and also you are able to take your room anywhere. So say you were walking on water, right, and you wanted to take your room on there so you can infinitely walk on water, you could do that. It's actually really easy because the control rework is basically a broken version. Any single fruit yet, it's gonna be crazier than the dragon rework. It's the most weighted for rework ever, even more than the pain fruit. So yeah, let's just get started with the control dagger. So the control dagger is a sword that actually comes with the control fruit. So it's kind of like the blade fruit that has the the daggers also, but with the control it's actually extremely different because you could actually cut up buildings and stuff, which you can't even do with the hands mode. And yes, there is gonna be two modes for control fruit: the hands mode and the sword. So the sword mode is the daggers mode, which you could cut up buildings and stuff like that, and you could do crazy combos with the swords and stuff. And the hands mode is basically a type of version like creation, where you could just like use blocks and all that stuff. It's honestly pretty cool, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like the hands version. I'd rather prefer the dagger version because it just looks a lot more cool and more clean. Now, mostly what I hate about Bloxers and their reworks, when they make a rework, they don't even change the effects and everything. They just change how it looks, which is all also the effects. So I'm kind of like being a hypocrite over here, but anyway, they change the looks and call it a day. They don't change the damage, they don't change the powers, not even the names. They just call it a day. They either do that, or they just change the title of the fruit like how they did, or they just change the base model of the fruit like how they did with the flame fruit. Also, a tweet from Twitter and Reddit says that you could infinitely flash step with the control fruit, which is actually pretty crazy. And I know all this like info is used and was used in the trailer that Gamer Robot made maybe like yesterday. They released it yesterday. Gamer Robot made a trailer for the control release yesterday, and it was actually pretty good. They made a whole entire cinematic opening for it, and the release of the control fruit is actually December 25, which is Christmas. And I know a lot of people will be getting Robux on Christmas. The new control rework update is basically a cash grab, because what's smart about them releasing it on December 25th is that they know that the people are gonna get the Robux, and they gonna bump up the price, because most people either get 25 Robux, 50 Robux, or 100 Robux on Christmas. But either way, they're gonna make the fruit so broken that you're gonna be begging on your knees to your parents for that rework. There's also leaks about a new island rework, which is hot and cold. I'll be showing it on the screen right now. It actually looks kind of sick. It's way better than the old hot and cold area, but also gonna have this new feature that has like raids, but every single time, like, it's basically like a dungeon type of raid. So instead of like raids with different islands so you have to like go to after defeating the raid trial, it like just automatically sends you next to it, and there will be like power-ups, like maybe plus 1000 stats on the fruit or the sword or any melee, blah blah blah, whatever. Also, if you see here, I have two controls already that I have in my inventory, and I'm probably gonna trade them, or I'm just gonna give it away to you guys because I don't really use control and I'm not planning to. But yeah, and not to mention there's these new enchantment rings that you could get from I think the raids or whatever, like the new raid feature, and then you could like exchange them for some like rings, enchantment rings that have like new power-ups and plus 100 stats or plus 1000 stats, I don't know. Also, ice fruit, flame fruit, light fruit, and dark fruit are probably being expected to get a rework in a couple days from the new update 29, because they're pretty outdated fruits. Actually, let me actually show you the flame fruit really quick and how outdated it looks. Okay guys, so basically this is the Z move, all the other moves and stuff. This obviously looks extremely outdated, and the flight is extremely slow. So I'm probably expecting them to rework this, and if they don't, I'm actually gonna be pretty disappointed, because I like these fruits for first users. Also, creation is probably gonna get a version 2, which is I think awaken. So basically creation is gonna get some speed boost and a lot of more AoE attacks and stuff. It's gonna be crazy for creation, because right now creation is not looking good. I wish I would be able to eat creation to show you guys, but I'm trying to save that for my trades, so I could show you guys another day though if I do get extra creation. But there's one fruit that they extremely have to rework. Please, Blox, just rework the Quake fruit. Just look how horrible this is. Also, there's gonna be things like the winter cape and rubber and venom are all gonna get an overhaul and basically possibly a rework, hopefully a rework, because we've heard stuff about a venom rework for a really long time. It's just we never really got it. So amazing if we did end up getting a venom rework. Now, if you guys like that video, make sure to like and subscribe, and tell me if I did a peak comeback, and I will be posting a lot more about Blox again, because you know, I just got washed out the game, and you know, I just wanted to take a break, so I'm sorry guys. Anyways, peace out.